who was killed at Pearl Harbor 75 years ago, arriving home one day before the 75th anniversary of his death. He'll be buried in Wesson tomorrow, and we'll be there as well. But here they're going to unload him from this Delta airplane. Did y'all hear that? Okay, while the engine noise is quiet, what I just said is that we are here at the airport where Petty Officer Jim Johnston, who was killed at Pearl Harbor 75 years ago, is being unloaded from this Delta aircraft. He'll be transported to Brookhaven and buried tomorrow in Wesson, which was his hometown. Again, Petty Officer Jim Johnston, he was a Navy fireman killed at Pearl Harbor, and he will be buried on the 75th anniversary of his death, which is also a huge moment in American history. So I'm going to, again, be quiet so you guys can watch this as it unfolds. And I've been afraid to talk over anybody else's video, but just to, again, give you a snapshot of what we're talking about here. Petty Officer Jim Johnston was killed at Pearl Harbor 75 years ago tomorrow. He was on the USS Oklahoma. He was a Navy fireman. He's from Wesson, Mississippi. I have spoken to a woman who knew him, and I've spoken to some family members. He'll be buried in Wesson tomorrow. It's going to be a big ordeal. They're going to do full military honors and that kind of thing. And this airplane that we're waiting on here, you can see it right there. They are unloading Petty Officer Johnston right now, and we'll be putting him into that hearse right there from Riverwood Family Funeral Services in Brookhaven. And it'll be headed back to Brookhaven. So if you're watching this and you're somewhere along I-55, they have encouraged people to get out with their flags and to line the streets to welcome Petty Officer Johnston home. And yeah, I did just get a little emotional. This is a really neat moment in history for those of you that watch this kind of stuff and are interested in it, because clearly his family thought that they would never hear what ended up happening to him. I mean, they knew that he died, but they didn't know anything further, and now he'll be able to be laid to rest in his hometown. They're moving us closer now, so hopefully I'll be able to get a shot where you guys can see as this happens. Sorry about that running, y'all. I know that was bouncy. If you just joined us, clearly it's windy out here, sorry about that. We are on the tarmac at Jackson Medgravers International Airport, where Petty Officer Jim Johnston, a Navy fireman who died at Pearl Harbor 75 years ago tomorrow, was just brought home. He'll be buried tomorrow in Wesson, which is his hometown. He came in on this Delta flight that we just watched him be unloaded there, and he will be transported by Riverwood Family Funeral Services. He'll be taken home back to Brookhaven, and tomorrow they'll bury him in the town of Wesson, and we'll be there for that as well. Again, Petty Officer Jim Johnston. He was a Navy fireman from Weston. He was on the USS Oklahoma during the Pearl Harbor attack and was killed there. And for 75 years, his family did not know they would ever have a chance to put his body to rest. So we are here at Jackson International Airport to see him come home. I'm going to get out of the way. It looks like they need to turn right here. But I just wanted to make sure that all of you got to see that. I am trying to video it with a real camera as well as a Facebook live stream. So I'm trying to stay out of everybody's way and shoot video with two hands at the same time. But again, this is a historical event, partially because just the days that it fell on. He was killed 75 years ago tomorrow. He will be buried 75 years to the day after his death at Pearl Harbor on the anniversary of one of the most momentous historical events in American military history. Again, see, I'm double fisting it here, but we're just trying to make sure that you guys are aware that this is going on, that Petty Officer John is headed home. And so if you are on I-55 somewhere between Jackson and Brookhaven, then you are where you can get to the interstate. They've asked that people line the interstate with flags, show your support for Petty Officer Johnston as he returns home. I know the town of Weston is preparing for that funeral tomorrow as well. And if you do happen to go out there and get video of that processional, I know the Patriot Guard riders are going with him as well. If you do get video of that processional, please feel free to post it to this page, or you can send it to me here. Again, I'll say that facing you as well. If you are on the interstate on I-55 between Jackson and Brookhaven as Petty Officer Johnston goes home, and you want to shoot video of that processional, please feel free to put it on this Facebook page, the one you're watching now, or you can tweet it to me at TREX21. That's at TREX21. I'm sorry about the wind, y'all. And we'll be glad to feature your video of that processional as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously a big day for anyone that loves this country. So from Jackson Medgar Evers International Airport, I'm Teresa Abel.